Once again, we've had an exceptional race with the AMA Pro Racing Daytona Sportbike presented by AMSOIL series, and today's race was certainly lived up to the standards of the previous events. With us today we have our winner, Martin Cardenas, and the M4 Monster Energy Suzuki, Cory West with the Vezra Suzuki, with the Rockstar sponsorship this weekend, very apparent with some of your accomplices, and Josh Herrin and Team Graves Yamaha. Let's start, Cory, a little bit. I've got to ask you about what was a really very, very impressive pass. I'm not sure if it was going into 10 or coming out, or it seemed like it was a long pass, but you got any number of riders, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about it.
I don't think I've ever taken that many people at once, ever. I was having a hard time getting out of 7 today and staying in people's drafts. And it was my best exit out of 7, and got a good run and kind of got a little whiff of a draft, but everybody was really drafting hard, and it just seemed like domino effect. They kept going outside, 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 and so I decided to go inside on rider's right and kind of got all of their draft at once and hit my usual brake marker, which was maybe not the smartest thing to do because everybody was in front of me, and it kind of sucked me in there hot, and luckily I just played my cards right and managed to keep off everybody and went straight to the lead. It was kind of crazy, but I had to do something. I had to get back up there. I kept getting stuck behind everybody, and it was a good way to get to the front.
You know, after you got up front, did you realize that somebody was going to pull the same move on you eventually?
Yeah, I mean, this field is so close and the bikes are so evenly matched. I knew, you know, I just had to do the best I could going back down into 10, and I worked my tires really hard trying to stay with those guys, and you know, I played my cards pretty good and got behind Danny and had a good draft on him, and just unfortunate Josh got a better draft and went around the outside everybody, but I'm happy with third. It's great to get on the podium 2 times in one weekend.
Excellent job. You've had a good weekend for the Vezra Suzuki team.
Thank you.
Josh, another great performance by you, and you're a regular attendee here at these post-race conferences, and really you keep accumulating the points. You were talking before about the one exceptional draft that you got coming down that straight. When you're in a big pack with 8 guys like that, 7, 8 guys like that, and everybody fans out going into a braking zone, you know, what's that like when you're just diving in there and everybody's all over and around you?
Really, it's like Daytona, but the track's like, seems like it's like 10 times skinnier. And it's, you know, it got pretty scary because everybody was in a line at one point, and when I went around, they were all still in a line, but then everybody started kind of drifting over, and I almost got pinched off into the grass, it looked like, and I was really lucky to make it. But it's a crazy feeling. It just like, it's this huge suction cup almost. It just like slingshots you. It was a bigger draft than I've ever had before, and it was cool. I was afraid I was going to run wide into 10, but luckily I made it in there.
And then after, I think, lap 17, you kind of ran wide at 12 there, and how were you able to recover from that?
I don't know. Just goes back to the days when I used to qualify like 20th and work my way up through the field. That's something that I've always been pretty good at, and I just get this thing in my head that I need to go. And you know, and it was a little bit easier with a group like that on such a track with such narrow sections that it kind of bunches up and you can make up time when you're by yourself here. But you know, it was an awesome race, and it was nice to see all those people up there, and it was good to get a Yamaha up on the box instead of a Suzuki sweep. But you know, my Graves Yamaha crew is phenomenal this weekend. It was up to me to make the position.
Well, excellent job, and you should be very pleased with your progress this year. Martin, another win, a double win for you here at Road Atlanta, where you won last year. And you know, if anybody other than Steve Rapp, who really kind of was a very big factor at the beginning of the race, you can say that you kind of, in a way, dominated the race to a point that you can when you're in a group with 7, 8 guys. Tell us a little bit about your race and how you kind of worked through that.
Yeah, today we made a change on the bike to try to improve, and today I was feeling stronger. And yeah, at the beginning of the race, and I think till the middle, I tried to push as hard as I could, so maybe I could break away, but I saw that it wasn't possible, and all the guys were right behind my tail, so I decided to like how can I say, slow a little bit the pace and try to see what was going on, and yeah, and then we battled with Steve Rabb, Herrin, and West, and 2 laps till the end. I made a move on West or Herrin, I don't remember. I think in 10A, and I was a little bit lucky because they had a little bit issue on the last corner, and I could pull a little bit of gap, and I maintained it for the last 2 laps, and I could win. So it was a great race.
You know, what is that like for you when you're leading going into 10 with the whole group, and then a guy like Cory comes by and passes a bunch of people? What's that like?
Yeah, I didn't know that he was coming, but he came a little bit close to me, and I had to pick up a little bit of the bike, but it was okay.
Sorry, buddy.
No, it doesn't matter. He's racing. And yeah, but I didn't know he was coming, and then he led for a couple of laps, and I just tried to stay there and be near the front guys till the end.
Exceptional job. Any questions, guys?
Martin, were you surprised to get that gap when your board showed you had maybe 1 second lead?
Yes. I didn't know what happened, but yeah, I was kind of surprised because on that lap I pushed really hard, but I knew that gap wasn't I think possible like this, and yeah, I thought that maybe somebody had a mistake or something. Yeah.
And what was the change you made? What improvement did you make?
We made a change for the bike to become more agile. Agile is the word, yeah. Because yesterday we were losing a lot of time in the tight section of the track, and today I felt much stronger there.
Josh, were you surprised that Martin was able to pull that pretty big gap in those last 2 laps?
Well, I think when we all bunched up, I think I don't know if Cory did Cory get by Martin in that thing, or did Martin end up passing him right back?
Martin came around on the back straight, and then Eslick and Westby came by me as well, and then we went down into turn 12, and Danny tried to stick it under Dane, and I don't know if there was contact, but it just ran out of room or whatever, and Dane kind of just dropped the wheel off into the grass, and I think he crashed, and it kind of choked me up for a second there. I had to catch myself, and I could just see Martin had clean track. There's no way we're going to catch him in 1 lap.
You got caught by that?
Yeah, I think whatever happened is, and then going into the lap before Westby crashed, he takes a really weird line through 12. He doesn't corner it, like he doesn't point and shoot it like everybody else does. He kind of dives in really early, and I wasn't expecting it. So I was going for a pass on him, and all of a sudden he turned in, and I hit his back tire. And so when Cory passed all of us, I lost some time there, and then that's what sent me really far back. And I figured we'd lose a lot of time on Martin because he was riding pretty smooth.
We good?
Your bike looked more like one of the strongest on the back straightaway, like you could pass pretty early and pass just about everybody. Did you feel you were strong back there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Chuck changed a little bit. I think he maybe leaned the bike out a little bit today, and it helped a lot. And we changed some stuff yesterday. I was getting tuck in 7 and 12, and that was gone. And we changed some stuff to get that was like the big change, was trying to get out of 7 from yesterday. And I think with the drive we were getting, it was helping a lot. But our bike was definitely felt the quickest out there today.
All right, why don't we let these guys go, and you can get some one-on-ones. And gentlemen, congratulations. Great show, great weekend. Thank you.